You have any tattoos? Any bad ones you regret? Well, you definitely answered yes if you've ever been on this show. How Far is Tattoo Far? Where two people come on, could be friends, a couple, even exes, and they design a tattoo for the other person without the other person knowing what they're gonna get. And the catch is, this is MTV, so it gets pretty trashy. And the tattoos are so bad that I have no idea why anybody signs up for this in the first place. I found out about the show because I went on vacation and we were all resting and there was no Wi-Fi, so I couldn't be on my phone. And the only thing that was recorded on the TV was this show. So when I watched it, it was so bad, so dumb, that I just knew I had to make a video on it. I actually do have a tattoo myself. It's a Luffy Gear 5. See that? I know what you're thinking. Pretty badass.
Me after I got my tattoo.
It's actually my first and only tattoo. I've had it for like a year and a half now. But right before I was gonna get it, I actually had to change the design completely because the original design I wanted wouldn't look good in tattoo form. And I'm the kind of guy who overthinks everything. So I was honestly really scared. Like, what if I woke up the next day and I hated the design? Thankfully, I don't regret it at all. But all that's to say, I know how permanent tattoos are and how scary it could be. So for these people to come on this show knowing they're gonna get a bad tattoo, I just don't get it. Let me just show you what I'm talking about with this first episode we'll be watching called Will This Shitty Tattoo Cause a Breakup? So I guess we're just gonna have to watch and find out.
On this episode of How Far is Tattoo Far, Jen and her boyfriend Nick are taking things to a new low level. They've been together over 2 years, but it hasn't been smooth sailing.
And obviously giving each other bad tattoos is only gonna improve the relationship, right?
Why are you here?
We're here because somebody's a little insecure and a little crazy.
Oh, you're a little salty.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so.
We just met this couple and a few seconds in and they're already passive aggressive fighting. Not even passive aggressive, they're just straight up fighting. Definitely signs of a healthy relationship.
How is she jealous and insecure?
I can't do nothing. It's like I got a probation officer as a girlfriend.
Well, when you do stupid, how you expect me to act?
So he's making her sound like she's super clingy and doesn't let him do anything. Which honestly, that does sound like it would suck. I wouldn't want to have to explain like everywhere I'm going or anything like that. But let's hear her side of the story. What's the stupid shit that he's done?
What happened?
He was Snapchatting girls with DPs and all that.
DPs.
Pics.
Whoa.
It was just, you know, two people talking.
It was Snapchat text, FaceTime, Facebook, and I was just like, damn.
What's this guy's problem? What are you even doing on Facebook that you can't do over text?
Check this out. Wow. So that's pretty neat.
Not only was he sending dick pics, but he was like fucking watering her crops on Farmville or some shit. All right, I don't know what you do on Facebook, but whatever it was too far.
Mark, give me the Zuck.
And that's not even everything.
Has he ever cheated on you?
Yeah, of course, clearly. That's
Oh, he
why.
has.
You ass.
He straight up cheated on her and is complaining that she has trust issues. Yeah, like no shit, she doesn't trust you. And the way it's edited, it sounds like the dick pics and the cheating are separate. But either way, like, why are you still dating this guy? Like, it's only been 2 years. It's okay to break up. And also, did he say here you go when she mentioned that he cheated?
Yeah, of course, clearly. That's
Oh, he
why.
has.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's such an asshole. I'm already praying on his downfall. I just hope he gets like the worst tattoo possible. And also, I don't like the pushing and shit that he's doing because imagine if he's comfortable doing that in front of the camera. He's definitely okay pushing her behind the camera. I just hope that this is some mega mind play by her to give him like the worst tattoo in the world. But let's just see what tattoos they gave each other.
Okay, it's time for the reveal. Ready?
Nicole, is it bad?
Uh-huh.
How bad?
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Nick, you happy with this decision?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
And of course, they don't show it right away. There has to be some build up. And the whole time he's laughing with his smug ass smile.
I told you.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And on top of that, the text is just ugly and it's so big, which you're actually gonna see happens a lot in this show. They just make the tattoos so big for no reason. And he chose such a visible place too. And also just a side note, it's kind of funny the amount of times that people throw the glasses. I mean, obviously, I understand. They just saw their awful tattoo for the first time. So in the moment, they just want to throw something at the person responsible.
What the?
Do you get the point of it though?
Really? You don't think the straight jacket and the text gave it away?
Now I'm gonna go food shopping with the kids and be like, oh, crazy Jenny.
They have kids together? Like, why would you do this to the mother of your child? And the whole time, he's still just smiling. He's still laughing. And also, if you have kids, maybe don't go on this show. Spoiler alert, but nothing good ever happens on this show. Just don't. Kids are already permanent enough. You don't need a tattoo on top of that.
I can literally do nothing without her going crazy on me.
What I gotta do to cheat around here? Can't do nothing. One little dick pic and you're all, oh, how could you do this to me? And oh, think of the kids.
Why would you write crazy, Jenny?
Bro, because that's what you are. That's how you act. Who the wants to deal with somebody like that?
How could you deal with this guy? I feel like I'm the crazy one. Who wants to deal with someone who cheats on them and does not care about how it makes them feel? This is how it feels to be gaslit.
I'm done.
Be done, bro.
It's okay, yours is worse.
Exactly, be sitting there crying.
Yeah,
But mine is worse, right?
Just this, all right, this guy's just horrible. He's literally the worst. Let's just see what tattoo he got because I need to watch him suffer a little bit.
Yeah, but yours is still worse, right? We will be in court Monday morning because I took it easy on yours.
Bro, shut up. That's literally not how anything works. She's not even the one that tattooed you. He was the one who signed up for the show. He signed the contract. Holy shit, like literally. Bro, that's the size of her foot. That's a giant ass pile of poop. It actually fits him. The piece of shit got a piece of shit tattooed on him.
So you know how like you constantly always like on me? That's me on you.
Who the in their right mind puts themselves on somebody else's leg? Somebody that's crazy.
I'll let that one slide. It is kind of true. Breaking up with someone with the tattoos is a little crazy, not gonna lie. But she did get his ass on that one. People complain about getting broken up with through text, but honestly, it's not even that bad compared to this. But if there's anybody who deserves it, it's this guy. So honestly, I don't even feel bad. I'm glad she's breaking up with him. She's breaking up with him, right?
If you cheat on me one time, I'm gonna dump you.
After everything he's done, that's just a little warning. Oh, I'll let this one slide, but next time you cheat on me, I'll break up with you.
But that's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
No?
Nah.
What the I don't get this show.
It's not that bad. What are you talking about? There's no way he's just like, actually, I was gonna get that tattooed anyway. Thanks for saving me the money. There's a pile of poop on your leg. That's not something anybody would be cool with. And he's 100% the type of guy who would just say something like that just to piss her off even more.
It's hard for other people to understand me and Jen, but at the end of the day, this works. What everybody else thinks.
I never thought I'd be agreeing with Snooki, but what is this show, man?
I don't get this show.
Actually, when researching for the video, I saw that Jen commented under the YouTube video, and she said that they were already broken up with before they started filming. And obviously they still had to film because they signed the contract already. But that actually makes the tattoos even crazier because she did dump his ass. That's why I said dumped past tense. So honestly, good for her. It also just makes him look worse because he was trying to like kiss her and shit. Just overall, just fuck this guy.
There's a on your leg.
All right, but now that you know how the show works, let's check out the next episode. So this one's called, Can These BFFs Recover from This Unexpected Bombshell? So some sort of secret or information is going to be revealed. Let's see how fast it takes for us to guess what it is.
On this episode of How Far is Tattoo Far, friends Haley and Steven are letting their true feelings out in a permanent way.
All right, I can already tell what the secret is. And it's not because I already watched this episode a billion times and this is all scripted. He has a crush on her, huh?
They've been friends for a long time, but nothing more.
This is what happened a couple seconds before they took that photo. Excuse me, can you actually take a picture of us? You just have to click the button. Oh, of course I can. Of course I can. You know, back in my day, they didn't let interracial couples date. Good time. Oh, we're not. What? Just let her take the picture. It's fine. Come on, like you mean it. Get closer. Okay. How about a little kiss? Just on the cheek. Hurry up. This is the best day of my life.
We've known each other literally our entire life.
Yeah. Has there ever been like a drunk makeout or anything?
No, nothing.
No, never.
No, we never. Unless... just kidding. That'd be disgusting. Unless...
On the call at like 3 in the morning, here she is saying, Steven, can you just please pick me up?
Do you do it every time?
Hell yeah, Superman. I fly right through the window and there I am.
All right, yeah, he definitely likes her. Come on. We know a simp when we see one. I've literally been him. I'm not ashamed to admit I've been a simp before. But yeah, maybe you should pick up your friend at 3 a.m. because she's your friend and you want her to get home safely and not because you want to make her feel like she owes you or something. Or you're hoping that she'll see what a nice guy you are and that she'll eventually fall for you.
But you think this is more of like a sibling relationship?
Yeah.
Damn, she hit him with the, you're like a brother to me. Yeah, I wish they showed how you reacted to that. What are the reasonings behind the tattoos though?
While Steven is there for Haley after she parties, she wants him to join in on the fun.
Steven tells his mom everything. If he's literally taking a he's like, Mom, I'm gonna be in the bathroom. He's 23, gets old after a while.
So she thinks he's too much of a mama's boy, and I guess he's gonna get back at her for not liking him or something? I don't know.
Well, apparently, Steven knows one way to have fun. Okay, let's get started before Steven loses his nerve. It's time for these tattoos.
Ugh, there's just something so weird about getting this close up on someone's belly button.
Haley, explain the tattoo for us.
He needs to cut the cord with his mom. Stop being such a mama's boy.
Haha, we get it. He's got to cut the cord. I mean, we really only have the one example of him being a mama's boy, so we don't know how bad it is. But the tattoo itself, it looks gross. And the worst part is obviously the umbilical cord. The blue and green parts just make it look like infected. Otherwise, I feel like it came out pretty good. There's even like the umbilical shadows. Well, that's kind of cool. And the safety scissors, they look really good. The font's kind of cute, fits the vibe. So honestly, not even that bad. Like, I've definitely seen worse on the show. But I mean, Steven liked it.
That's really dope. And the font's pretty cool.
Wow, wasn't expecting that.
I'm very confused. I think he just likes it because Haley designed it.
All right, that was pretty funny. That's a good one, not Snooki. Damn it, why didn't I think of that? Stupid Jason, stupid. But even the hosts know that he's simping for her. But they saved the worst for last. So let's see what Steven designed for his BFF that he's totally not in love with.
Haley, are you ready to see what is on your leg for the rest of your life?
Yes, I am. Is that a penis? Is he trying to my leg?
Yeah, it's just like a little horny dog. Like, always been like that puppy dog in love over you.
I literally have no words. That's crazy. He thought the best way to ask if she liked him back was to tattoo a horny puppy on her leg, asking if she wanted a bone.
Like, I want you so bad. Like, I love you. That's the reason why I'm doing this.
Did he legitimately think that this would work? This is so dumb. He literally confessed his feelings in a stupid ass tattoo like that. This show is so dumb. And this is permanent, by the way. This is a tattoo.
I have a penis on my leg.
Yeah, but you got a puppy too.
Steven, that's not the point. You said this comes from your heart. It says you want to.
So I'm guessing you're leaning towards a no.
I have a on my leg.
I've always been a puppy dog in love, and I thought that was like the best way of doing it.
Could have wrote me a poem.
Really? Would that have worked though? I know I've been dunking on him the whole time, but it's not like she's entirely innocent on this, right? Let me explain. There's no way she doesn't know how he feels about her. And I'm not saying that she's been leading him on this whole time or anything. And it's obviously not her fault that she doesn't feel the same way. Like that part is just, it is what it is. Like if you don't like someone, you don't like someone. I'm pretty sure she's even told him explicitly, oh, I only see you as a friend and nothing more. But what I am saying is that she knew that she'd be able to ask him for a ride at 3 a.m. and stuff because he likes her. So is that using him? It's kind of gray because, like I said, I assume she's made her intentions clear. Like, she's made her feelings clear. I mean, what do you guys think, honestly? Fellas, how many of you guys have been in a similar situation? And ladies, what's been your experience with a guy who just can't take a hint? Overall, like tattoo wise, it's actually not that bad. The puppy looks pretty good. A little big. I don't know why they always have to make the tattoos so big. I guess it's for, you know, to be more visual for the cameras. But other than that, I feel like you could fill in the stuff. Like, you could fill in the bone. You could put another leg instead of the boner. So honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Is there any chance that you would give Steven a chance to be something more than a friend?
Absolutely not.
I mean, did we think anything different was gonna happen? Obviously, no.
I'm sorry, then, like, I'm done. This was my one and only chance to let Haley know I love her. I f***ed that up.
Man, of course that didn't work. You tattooed a horny puppy humping her leg and said that was you. That wasn't you telling her that you loved her. You asked her if she wanted a bone. There was so much stuff you could have said, like, I woof you. It was right there. But no, you had to ask her if she wanted to go to Pound Town instead.
Now that some time has passed, was Haley able to forgive Steven?
Haley and I are cut off with all communication. I am heartbroken, and now that I don't have her in my life, it's like a missing piece of me.
And that's how you lose your best friend, which is maybe good for the both of them. It says, Haley let us know she now has a boyfriend who doesn't tattoo dog dicks under her. Honestly, maybe a poem would have worked. I don't know. And actually, I saw that Steven commented under this video saying that the design was the producer's idea. They just want the most suffering and drama possible, so I could definitely see that being true. But he still had to agree to the design, so it is what it is.
Is that a penis?
Let's watch the last episode called These Exes Play Petty with Personal Tattoos. And let me just say, they aren't lying about them getting petty. Having an ex design a tattoo for you is probably one of the worst decisions you can make. You're already broken up with. What are they gonna do? Break up with you again? So for this last episode, all I'm gonna say is the same way that they leave the worst tattoo for last, I saved the trashiest, dumbest episode for last. So let's see.
On this episode of How Far is Tattoo Far, exes Najee and Brandon teach each other some painful lessons.
So yeah, they're exes, so things are already super messy, but it gets even worse.
They have a baby together, but Najee thinks Brandon's a liar.
Are you in the baby's life?
Yeah.
He's lying.
That hasn't stopped them from hooking up, though.
They have a whole ass baby together, and for whatever reason, they already broke up. But for some reason, they're still hooking up. Like, this whole thing is already so messy. And then on top of all that, they still decided to come on the show and give each other horrible tattoos, which definitely isn't gonna help their relationship. So regardless of whatever happens, they still have to raise a baby. So again, why did they decide to come on the show? When researching for the video, aka I just googled how far is tattoo far, I found out that they get flown out to New York and they get everything paid for, hotel and everything. And on top of that, they get paid a certain amount. I couldn't find the exact number, but I know it's definitely not enough because now you have a horrible tattoo that you either have to live with or pay out of your pocket to get covered up. So overall, just why? I don't have a good answer for this. It's just, I don't think it's worth it. It was their decision. So, I mean, you do you. I'm not the one getting tattooed, so.
Only time he's nice is when I'm having sex with him.
If I have sex with her, then I can see my child.
You think that she's using the baby to just stay close to you?
Yeah.
Someone's lying here. And honestly, it could be both. So, all right, what are the reasons behind the tattoos?
This tattoo is gonna teach him a lesson. He could be a good father, but right now he's a deadbeat.
Putting this tattoo on her body is extreme, but I'm desperate. She's holding my kid as a pawn. I just want to see my child.
So they're trying to teach each other a lesson, but I mean, we've seen how this goes. Something's telling me that that's not what's gonna happen. Let's just see what tattoos they got. But before that, Najee couldn't finish her tattoo because it was so painful. And did I mention that this is her first tattoo? Her first and only tattoo is from MTV's How Far is Tattoo Far, hosted by Snooki. But yeah, she was literally in tears over how painful it was.
The pain I'm feeling right now is excruciating. I'd rather give birth than sit here for this tattoo.
How we doing? Checking in on you.
She's not gonna make it. She's gonna die.
Are you tapping out?
I'm tapping out.
But obviously, at that point, you can't force her to keep getting tatted, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if MTV hit her with the... Yeah, okay, I'll let her know. Hey, we can actually just stop, and we don't have to do the other leg if you don't want to. I didn't know they'd hurt this badly. This is my first tattoo. Other leg? Yeah, we only finished the first, but we could just call it a day, no worries. But according to this contract that you signed, we do have legal guardianship over your child, and we do also own your right leg. I mean, strictly for marketing purposes. What? And if I say no?
We will be in court Monday morning.
But she did manage to get most of it done, and she's actually up first.
So Najee, Brandon said he gave you this tattoo to teach you a lesson.
What lesson could he possibly have to teach me? If this tattoo is some bull, then you guys might have to get security.
Spoiler alert, but it's definitely gonna be some bullshit. And also, so many people's excuse to come on the show is to teach the other person a lesson, when the real lesson is, don't come on the show.
You see the lesson?
What the You got me up. Are you serious?
Read it, know the difference.
So the design is a pawn versus their baby, know the difference. And he was saying earlier how like, oh, she uses the baby as a pawn. So I get it, but like, where's the creativity? He literally spelled it out, that's kind of lame. Which is also something in general that I don't like about the tattoos on this show. It's just so much words. I'm pretty sure every tattoo we've seen has some words in it, which I guess it's for the sake of, you know, the show and like making sure we understand, but that just kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to see some text. But other than that, the tattoo's just big for no reason. I assume they were just gonna fill the pawn in with like some details and like stuff like that. But other than that, it does look complete.
Brandon, stop playing with me. Is this supposed to be paying?
I mean, I hope so. Imagine they just tattooed some like random Caucasian baby on her leg.
I've never, ever used our child as a pawn. I don't want you.
I just think it's funny how much he insists that she's obsessed with him. I mean, typically, it'd be the girl saying stuff like, oh, he just wants me for sex. But according to him, it's the other way around.
I think she's obsessed with me because she will text me and be like, you have to do this to see your kid.
I feel like I'd need more examples though, because it could go either way. Like, yes, she is making him do something first, but at the same time, it could be something like reasonable, like, oh, you got to contribute financially because babies are expensive, or like something like that. Or just in general, like, you can't just see her when it's convenient for you when I'm doing all the raising. I don't know about her being obsessed with him though. But let's see what Brandon's tattoo is.
You put sperm donor on my stomach.
I didn't mean to hit you guys with the double belly button zoom in one video. That's on me. I promise that won't happen again. But he got a giant ass sperm donor tattoo across his entire stomach. That's crazy. And each of them have their own little faces, which I don't know if that makes it better or worse. This one with the tongue sticking out is way too excited to be a sperm. I don't know if you guys have seen the sperm memes.
What?
One sperm is like, oh, I can't wait to be a doctor. And then another sperm is like, bro, we're in a McChicken. But this one looks like it just realized it's in a McChicken. This one looks nice though. He looks pleasant. He's like happy to be there, you know, happy to be part of the race. He's like, oh, I didn't think I'd make it this far, but as long as everybody's having fun, I'm happy.
With the sperm coming out?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
With the sperm coming out? Yeah. And then not the hosts holding back their laughter. But honestly, if you don't look at it for too long, it's not that bad.
How the am I gonna get this off?
That's the thing about tattoos, is that they're sort of permanent.
This is nasty as hell. What the is wrong with you? Like, I'm gone.
And then he just leaves. And also one more glasses toss for the road. And then the random producer who has to run after him. Imagine it's your first day interning for MTV and you're the one that has to convince him to come back to finish filming. But one of the funniest parts of trash TV is that the show must go on.
It's some bull. Like, what the?
They literally sent a camera person after him. That's so funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the is wrong with you?
Am I a bad person for laughing at this? Probably at least a little. I just think the whole situation is so funny though. You hardly ever get to see like behind the set and everything. So this is just like unexpected. Like this doesn't happen often. And then the best scene of the episode.
Well, he's got to come back.
If you leave right now, it only proves her point that you just like walk out on situations.
Huh? What does that have to do with anything? And also not him having his tatted ass stomach out just chilling. But did he really just say that if you don't come back and finish filming, that you're only proving that you're a deadbeat dad? Like what? That's just wild to say.
I go back out there, but it's only for my daughter.
Let's try to get to a resolution for your baby. Yeah.
Bruh, they do not give a fuck about that baby. They literally just care about finishing the episode.
How can we come together right now? You have to for her if you want to co-parent.
I'm willing to move past the tattoos. We don't have to be together, but we have to be together for her.
We get past this. I'm willing to co-parent.
I guess that's somewhat of a good ending then. I'm glad they could agree on that. Just, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do, you know, work together and raise a baby. So, I mean, I really hope it works out. I really do.
With the sperm coming out?
Yeah.
But that's How Far Is Tattoo Far. What a crazy show. Literally the definition of trash TV. Taking advantage of people and permanently marking them for our entertainment. So am I a bad person for enjoying the show? Are you a bad person for watching this video? Yes, the answer is yes. I mean, trash TV does have its place. Sometimes you just need the drama. But even this show is kind of crazy. Like the fact that the tattoos are permanent, like that's crazy. If you wanted, you could actually watch all the episodes on YouTube. I originally watched the TV versions where they stall for so long and make you wait. But it was kind of good because it made you curious and you just had to wait to see what they got tattooed. But on YouTube, they're pretty short, so you could take a look. Let me know what you think about all the episodes we saw. And also let me know what your go-to trash/reality TV show is. I'm always on the hunt for some juicy drama. If you made it all the way here, thank you so much. If you want to do me a favor, you could consider subscribing. Or even better, watch another one of my videos. I'm really excited for this upcoming year. Last year is when I started uploading commentary videos. And for them to get any views at all is crazy. I wasn't able to upload as much as I wanted, but I'm still so proud of the videos that I did upload. The last video helped me hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys. I'm officially monetized now, so if you wanted to go quarter for quarter with me, let me know. So I'm excited for what this upcoming year will bring. So honestly, thank you guys for watching. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Why didn't I think of that? Stupid.